vow to fiercely love you in all your forms, now and forever. I promise to never forget that this is a once-in-a-lifetime love. And to always know in the deepest part of my soul that no matter what challenges might carry us apart, that we'll always find a way back to each other. To take each other as spouses forever. Right.
I do.
Media portrays that once you have found the one, relationships are smooth sailing, no matter what choppy waters may come your way. Conflicts get solved in open and honest conversation, emotions are expressed openly and constantly, and the relationship is easily maintained because both are in it for the long haul. However, in reality, relationships are not that simple. Communicating within relationships is challenging. No one likes conflict, and some individuals are just more capable of communicating emotions better than others.
I've been in a relationship for 33 years with my husband, Frank. Success in our relationship, I believe, would probably come from the ability to communicate. We don't hold back. We don't sweep things under the rug. If we're having a conflict, we do talk it out and move on from there.
According to Dr. Lisa Firestone, an individual's attachment style has a strong impact on how he or she communicates in romantic relationships. Individuals' attachment styles vary from secure, preoccupied, fearful, and dismissive. According to Fred Cravel, secure attachment is proven to produce more satisfying long-term relationships compared to insecure attachment styles. Insecure attachment styles impact communication negatively, specifically conflict behavior, emotional expression, and nonverbal intimacy. In a study conducted by Hazan and Shaver in 1986, cited in the article Romantic Love Conceptualized as an Attachment Process, only 60% of individuals have high secure attachment, whereas 20% are avoidant and the other 20% have high anxiety. So I got to thinking, does this mean that only 60% of individuals can be fully satisfied within their romantic relationships? Thankfully, no, there is hope. Dr. Lisa Firestone, in her 2013 article, How Does Attachment Style Impact Your Relationship, states, understanding attachment styles is key to successful communication between partners, and recognizing our attachment styles can help us understand our strengths and vulnerabilities within relationships. In this documentary, my goal is to reveal the reality of real-world relationships. Not everyone is securely attached, but through the understanding of your partner's attachment style and your own, smooth sailing relationships are possible.
Wow. I'm sailing. Generally have a great impact, whether they're securely attached or whether they're insecurely attached. So, if they're insecurely attached, then couples oftentimes have a hard time relating. They have a hard time with intimacy. They maybe can worry about trust issues with their partner, or even just the lack of being aware of their emotions and knowing how to turn to their partner in times of distress. If people are lucky enough to be securely attached, they usually have more access to their feelings, more awareness of what they're feeling, and more safety within the relationship to turn to their partner and be able to share what they need in times of distress.
Attachment styles influence how people think, feel, and behave. Almost every relational behavior is influenced by one style of attachment. Secure individuals report more favorable experiences than their insecure counterparts. Studies show that insecure attachment styles are linked with poor relationship outcomes. In an article published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships by Heidi Kane and her colleagues, they discovered that individuals involved with insecure partners are found to be less satisfied because they perceive their partners to be less effective caregivers.
Then the circle of your friends will defend the city.
An article published in Communication Quarterly by Guerrero and Jones in 2005 discovered secure individuals' communication styles promotes healthy relationships. Guerrero states in his 1996 article published in Communication Monographs that communication is pleasant, attentive, and expressive among secure individuals.
I just can't give you what you want.
You're what I want. Our life together is what I want. I miss it. I miss you. You see those guys my sisters are married to. You are more of a husband to me, not being married, than those real husbands are ever going to be, and it's enough. It's really enough for me.
The more secure a person is, the more so they're able to hold on to a sense of self, a sense of groundedness in the midst of whatever discomfort they're feeling in the context of relational conflict.
When communicating conflict with a partner, a secure individual is able to compromise and solve the problem at hand. And when expressing emotions, they do so in a direct, pro-social manner.
I think we handle conflict head on. I think if we have a serious problem, we are not afraid to address it. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like we definitely try to make a point to address it before it kind of lingers in any of us. We can kind of get it right off the bat and do what we can to try to figure it out.
In an article published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships by Heidi Kane and her colleagues in 2007, they stated insecure attachment styles are characterized by high levels of anxiety, avoidance, or both. And insecure individuals engage in communication patterns that are distant and demanding.
Someone who wants to be in the relationship very, very badly, wants intimacy very badly, but struggles to figure out how to do that in a appropriate manner. I think that they tend to be more satisfied than maybe some of the other two relationship or attachment styles, but they're worried about their satisfaction. So they're worried about the security of their relationship, the stability of their relationship more than
Anxious, preoccupied individuals are described to be demanding, exhibit dominating behavior, nagging, and whining. In an article published in the journal Personality and Social Psychology by Bartholomew and Horwitz in 1991, observed demanding behavior and attempt to hang on to relationships or change their partners. In Settleman's article, written in 2011, Attachment Theory Explaining Relationship Styles, he found that individuals almost want to merge together completely with their partner.
I used to date this guy who was super competitive and just didn't trust me one bit, and just basically would try to create scenarios that I didn't even do, and just pressure me to say that I did it when I didn't do it.
In an article published in Communication Quarterly by Guerrero and Jones in 2003, discovered when expressing positive emotions, anxious, preoccupied individuals are overly sensitive and have trouble controlling their emotions. However, when expressing negative emotions, anxious, preoccupied individuals express anger using aggressive or passive-aggressive behaviors.
Yeah, so anxious, preoccupied individuals a lot of times will compliment a lot. They'll affirm their relationship a lot, which we know is a good thing to do, but it can get to the point where sometimes you feel smothered by their compliments or smothered by their affirmations. I want to be with you forever, I love you so much, you're so beautiful, you're so handsome. I mean, it can get excessive. And so while these are positive maintenance behaviors that a lot of anxious, preoccupied people would use, sometimes they can go overboard and cause the other person to maybe push away. But also there's negative maintenance behaviors that they engage in, like jealousy. So we know a little bit of jealousy is good, but too much can really poison your relationship, and anxious, preoccupied individuals tend to be very jealous.
Well, I once had this boyfriend who was really clingy. I was really close friends with his best friend, and that's actually how we met, but he couldn't get past the fact that I had another relationship with someone besides him. So he got really emotional, and that was just too much for me.
I used to have this boyfriend, and we started dating 2 summers ago, and then when I came away to school, he got really jealous and just like kind of crazy, and anytime I go out, he would text me and like get really angry, and then like the next morning, he would just like yell at me and be like, "What did you do?" And he just like had really crazy trust issues, and like I would always tell him that it's fine, like I wasn't ever gonna do anything.
Fearful avoidant individuals are afraid of being both too close or too distant from others. They see the relationships as something they need to go towards to get needs met, but if they get too close, they will get hurt.
We were set up for a date function, and things went really well, and then he invited me to his date function the next weekend, and things were starting to get a little more serious and picking up kind of fast, and we were making plans for like hanging out again and like seeing each other, and then things kind of just like took a turn, and he just randomly like just kind of left and was like done with it.
Dismissive individuals lack motivation to build or maintain intimate relationships. When dealing with conflict, they entrap their partner and report low levels of accommodation and tend to withdraw.
Dismissive is going to dismiss a lot of conflict. They're either going to, I think they're going to be on 2 extreme ends of the conflict continuum. They're either going to avoid conflict because they don't really care, or they're going to engage in conflict all the time because they don't really care about the relationship as much as someone who had a different attachment style, because they feel like they can be on their own and they can do what they want to do and they don't need another person. So
every time that my ex-boyfriend and I used to get into fights, he would just say that he wanted to break up, and he would never like want to talk about things or resolve our actual problems.
His problem was that he really didn't care to communicate at all. Regardless of if there was an issue or not, it was really just his lack of communication was just something that I guess just part of him. He didn't really feel the need to text, to do phone calls, to see each other that often. I'd probably only see him like once or twice a week. And that was an issue for me because I respond more to, constant contact and just like knowing that, my boyfriend is thinking about me or wanting to talk to me. And he really didn't care to do that. So I had the issue of not being in a relationship or being in a relationship that didn't have enough communication for me to feel stable and feel like it was a good thing that we had.
In an article published in Learning About Relationships by Bartholomew, written in 1993, he found that dismissive individuals deny their feelings and insist on handling problems without help from others.
And you need me.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Stop it, stop saying that.
To overcome insecurities in relationships, it's important to understand how your own attachment style affects communication in your relationship. Understanding your own attachment style can help you discover ways you are defending yourself and work towards forming earned security.
Earned security, which is what people earn within close, intimate relationships with others, whether it's with their partner or it may be with a good friend or it may be with another family member, where they are able to start developing more healthy attachments with people. They're able to start developing more access to their emotions, more awareness of what they're feeling, also more ability to turn to their partner or whoever this important person is and ask for what they need in moments of distress.
It is also important to understand your partner's attachment style. Understanding allows you to know his or her needs to feel love and support within the relationship. Understanding your partner can also challenge the insecurities and fears they feel and help that partner develop new styles of attachment.
After dating for a couple of years now, I think that I've realized that we're both securely attached. Whenever we've hit conflict, even if we handle it differently, we've never like ran into something and been like, that's it, that's the end all be all. Like I think we've always known that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I think that we both get each other, which I think is like so important if you're gonna date for a long time.
Finally, both partners need to make an effort in overcoming insecurities. In the 2004 bulletin, Personality and Social Psychology, Nee and his colleagues found that those that remain in relationships with insecurely attached partners are predicted to have more faith in their partner's potential to improve over time due to growth beliefs and perseverance within the relationship.
Throughout our 33 years, I know that we have also grown a lot and changed a lot too, even though, as we know, change can be hard, but we have definitely learned to do that. And the other thing we've learned to do is accept each other for who we are, we accept our flaws, and work through that.
It may be easier for secure partners to fall in love and have satisfactory relationships. But all people are capable of love, no matter what type of attachment style you developed as a child. Identifying your attachment style and admitting your flaws can make relationships last. Through understanding of yourself and your partner's attachment styles, you are capable of change. High levels of anxiety and avoidance can be reduced and managed through communication and understanding. Everyone wants smooth sailing, open seas, with the sun setting on the horizon when it comes to communicating in relationships. But that is not reality. Choppy seas and strong winds are reality. No long-distance journey is without some challenges. But if both partners are willing to take the time to ride the currents and bear the storms, smooth sailing will return at the break of dawn.